So in this video, we'll be seeing all the available extensions in the catalog page. We'll integrate Adobe Analytics and Experience Cloud ID service extensions. We'll customize Adobe Analytics extensions with the required parameters and then validate if Adobe Analytics extension is going to send the required beacon or not. Moving on, if you go to the extensions page, you will see you have two tabs, installed and catalog. Install gives you an overview of all the extensions that are currently available in your launch setup. It gives you an option to upgrade, uninstall, deactivate or configure. If you go to the catalog tab, you will see a library of extensions that have been created either by third party companies like Search Discovery, SoftCredit, Stoke Data, or in-house by the Adobe Analytics team or by the Adobe Systems team. We will configure Adobe Analytics extensions and then we'll configure the Experience Cloud ID service. If you click on Adobe Analytics extension, you'll get to see an overview of how Adobe Analytics extension, Adobe Analytics can be integrated in your website. If you see, there are around 7 to 8 modules which are being created by the Adobe team. Click on Library Management and you get an option to add in your report suite. Now, if you did not use this extension, you will have to go and manually add the report suite ID using the s.rsid parameter. Now, because I'm using the extension, it's very easy for me to just go and select the report suite and add that report suite in the extension. We'll click on use activity map check as selected. Now there are other options that Adobe Analytics extension provide. Like for example, if you already have an Adobe Analytics library installed on your page and you don't want to repeat the process, you can just select this option and then Adobe Analytics extension automatically pick up that library and start working with it. You can load the library from a custom URL in case you have an Adobe Analytics library hosted on a S3 or an Azure. You can use this option, or if you are brave enough, you can go and add a custom code directly out here. Now, what option you select is totally dependent on you, but I recommend to keep it as manage the library for me because I think that's the most easiest way to add Adobe Analytics in your launch setup. If you go to the general, you have an option to select the character set and the currency code. You also have a place to add your tracking server. The tracking server will be in the name of company name.sc.mtrdc.net. Now moving on, we see the global variables. Global variables are nothing else but the variables that get fired on every single action or event that the user is taking. Now, I will not be covering the variables in this video because I will be doing that in a separate one. But now think of variables as a way of capturing the data that you have in your website and passing it to Adobe Analytics. So let's say, for example, I want to have EVAR1, which is my page name, configured set to capture the page name. Now with this extension, I have an option of selecting the data elements. As you must have seen in my previous video, we created 3 data elements: page name, page URL, and a static string. Now I can configure EVAR1 page name to capture my page name from the data element. Now I can click on add another and I can go and add it to the page URL. Now I know it's not the right connection, but I'm just trying to show you what options we have. Moving on, link tracking, keep the default click map and track download links as selected. And if you want to track outbound links, which are external links that are external to your domain, you just go and add your domain in the never track box. Now what this will do is basically tell Adobe Analytics extension that any link that is available within the learning project.in domain is internal to the learning project. So don't treat it as external links. Just click on add. Keep URL parameters if you would like to capture all the other parameters that go after the URL. We'll not cover the cookies. Now this is a configure tracker using custom code option where you can basically add some custom code. For example, I would like to say when a page load, just give me the string. This is a page load. Now this is a very basic example of why we would use custom code, but I hope you get the idea. Set it, and that's it. And Adobe Audience Manager is basically when you have an Audience Manager license, you can share data from your Adobe Analytics to Audience Manager. Now click on Save to Library, or you can just click on Save to Library and build. Let's keep it for Save to Library right now. Now we will go to Catalog again, and we'll add one more extension called the Experience Cloud ID Service. There you go. Now in this extension, you don't have to do a lot more configurations. I personally haven't used much of the options that are available in this extension. So I'll keep as is, and I just click on Save to Library. Now, as you must have seen in my previous video, we can build the library. We'll have to recompile the library either by going to the publishing flow, selecting build to development, or you can click the hammer button out here. Now, as you see, the library is being compiled. Okay, now let's go to our website and see if whatever changes we need is getting recorded in the website or not. Now, as you see, I'd had a custom string, so this is a page load is getting configured. Now let's see if the Adobe Analytics extension is getting fired. Let's see, underscore satellite. Now this is a code that you can always use so that you can see all the console logs that are getting passed. You can see you have all the other, you can see you have the Adobe Analytics org ID being used, and you can see the report suite that has been configured. With this, I'd like to close the video. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.